Google Drawings is a web-based app that gives you tools to draw, make handouts, posters, and more on your computer. You can find your existing Google Drawings files on your Google Drive, or if you need to do a new one, you go under the plus sign, you're going to hit New, go down to More, and go over to Google Drawings. Or you can open up a new tab, type in Drawings.new, and it will bring up a new Google Drawings file for you to start with. Google Drawings comes with a lot of pre-made shapes to help you make your drawing. If you click on the shapes icon right here, it will give you a drop-down list of shapes, arrows, callouts, and equations. You can pick any of these shapes. As soon as I select a shape, click on it, my cursor turns to a plus sign showing that I'm ready to draw. If I hold my shift key down, it will make a perfect square because it locks in the proportions when you hold the shift key down. If I don't want a perfect square, I can just click and drag wherever I want. As soon as I let go of my mouse, it drops my shape. And now that I have a shape, I can do things to it. More tools come up. I can change the color under the fill color. I can make it whatever color I want. I can change the border color to be whatever color I want. I can also change the border thickness. And once I have my shape, I can also play with it. If I dropped it and I don't really like the size, I can go to any of these blue squares, click on them, and I can resize my object. If I want to tilt it, I click on this blue circle and then I can start spinning it however I want. And so once you make a shape, you can do a lot of things to it. If you don't want to use a pre-made shape, want to make your own, you can click on this drop-down menu right here. And you can choose to make a line, an arrow, an elbow, curve. You can make your own shape, the polyline, or you can scribble, which is how I made this tail right here. Have fun making your shapes. This tool over here on the top left is the undo tool, and it is your best friend. It will save you a lot of time. If you ever accidentally take part of your drawing and you mess it up, or if you accidentally delete it, all you have to do, you don't have to redraw it, all you have to do is go back up into your undo tool and click. And with every time you click your undo tool, it takes you back one step until your drawing is back how you want it. Using your copy and paste tools in your Google Drawings file will help save time, and it will help you make sure that everything looks exactly how it should. Instead of trying to draw two ears exactly the same, what I can do is once you have an object selected, you can use your keyboard shortcuts for copy paste. Remember, for copy, it's Windows C, and I'm going to click off it, and to paste, it's Windows V. You'll see it pastes an identical triangle here. So now I have two matching ears, and if I just tilt it this way, now I'm ready to go. I don't have to try to draw two matching ones. I can just use copy and paste. A time saver, and it helps make your drawing look good. When you draw in Google Drawings, the order that you draw something in matters. Google Drawings assumes the first thing that you draw is going to be in the back of your drawing, and then you're going to build up. But what happens if you did it in a different order? I did my tail after I did my body, but I don't want it sticking out in front here. So that's why I'm going to change my layers here. I'm going to send this further back. So if I click on my tail and then go up into Arrange and then go down to Order, I'm going to go across. I'm going to say I want to send it to the back. So now my tail is going behind the body, and it looks a little better that way. What happens if you have something that you drew and now when you bring it over, you can't see it because I drew the head after I drew the mouth. So with the mouth still selected, even though you can't see it, I'm going to go up into Arrange and then Order, and I'm going to bring it to the front. That way it switches all my layers and makes sure that the things that I want on top are going to be on top. So if you ever get a layer trapped under another layer and you can't see it, all you have to do is go into Arrange, Order, Bring to Front. If you ever need to send a layer back, you select it and you hit Arrange, Order, and then you send it to the back. That way you can see all your parts and all your parts will make sense. A lot of times when we draw in Google Drawings, our drawings are made out of a lot of different parts that we want to then act as one item. Right now I have triangles and circles and all sorts of things that I made up into a cat, but now I want it to act as a cat altogether. What I can do is I can click on every part that I made, and holding the shift key down I can select it all. But I have a lot of parts and I might miss some of them. I might miss the nose or I might miss something. But you can hold the shift key down and select all your parts, or clicking off of your drawing, if you click and hold and then drag over all the parts you want to select, it will select all of them. See how I have this nice bounding box around it? So now that I have all my parts selected, I'm going to tell it what I want to do. I want to arrange it, so I go to Arrange, into a group. Once I do that, now if I click and drag it, it goes all as one item instead of a lot of little parts. So now my cat is a cat. Remember, Google Drawings is a web-based app from Google that lets you draw. Files are automatically saved onto your Google Drive. Until next time,